Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, and welcome to the 2017 National Arts and Humanities Youth Program Awards. My name is Pam Bro, and I have the pleasure of serving as president of the National Assembly of State Arts Agencies, affectionately known as NASA, the arts-based NASA. I'm so pleased to be here with you to honor some very special programs. I know you'll enjoy and be inspired by today's ceremony, which is tailored to recognize organizations and young people engaged in outstanding and life-changing activities, all fueled by the arts and humanities. I'll begin by acknowledging our federal cultural agencies, the partners responsible for the National Arts and Humanities Youth Program Awards. The National Endowment for the Arts invests in bringing the many benefits of the arts to communities across America, and it is led and represented today by its chairman, Jane Chu. Promoting excellence in the humanities and conveying the lessons of history to all Americans, the National Endowment for the Humanities is led and represented today by acting chairman, John Parrish Peedy. The Institute of Museum and Library Services supports libraries and museums across the country, so many of which serve as vital centers of community. IMLS is represented today by Deputy Director Paula Gango-Patnier. Thank you all for your leadership and for joining forces collectively to honor our nation's best arts and humanities after-school programs. We are grateful as well to the NAM Foundation for their contributions to today's event. We're also delighted to honor this year's International Spotlight, the award-winning program from Ottawa, Canada, and you'll meet a representative from the Canadian Embassy later in the program. I am also pleased to recognize award program staff members Tracy Slater-Rigaud, Director, and Joelle Luongo, Assistant. This program is a shining beacon of their efforts. Ladies, please accept our thanks for your work. Let me also thank our teachers, mentors, administrators, and volunteers attending today. It's clear that you are changing young lives for the better. Thank you for your commitment to the potential of our youth. Most importantly, I'm proud to recognize each young person attending the event today. To each of you, young leaders, congratulations on your hard work. All of us here today want you to continue believing in yourselves and embracing your full potential. This year, the program received 350 applications from 46 states, the District of Columbia, and 2 U.S. territories. From all those applications, 12 were selected to be recognized today. Each of you is receiving an award that reflects your tremendous energy and determination, and most importantly, your belief in our youth. To our 12 awardees, this ceremony was designed in your honor, so please enjoy it. Please know that partners, sponsors, and your fans here today hope this event translates how thrilled we are about the quality of your programs and the positive impact they have on our youth. Our awardees today teach our youth life-lasting lessons. These programs enable our youth to build essential skills and self-confidence, with many of them offering real-life experiences in a variety of jobs and fields of study, focused on leadership training, public speaking, team building, and more. They are programs that inspire and ignite social change through the arts and humanities. All of these organizations share something in common: their belief in our youth and the desire to offer them more. Their programs enhance social interaction, communication skills, self-confidence, critical thinking, and innovation. For example, Brick by Brick, from the Jorge Perez Art Museum of Miami. They have been changing young lives since 2008, working in 5 low-income neighborhoods to envision a better city, address urban blight, and beautify everyday surroundings. Or Creative Readers, an arts and literacy program that turns books into multisensory experiences for students with special needs. In Port Washington, New York, elementary school students are paired with high school buddies to explore literature using theater, music, movement, and art. The community impact has been incredible, and parents are vocal about the kids' passion for the program and the high school buddies' genuine enthusiasm, extra effort, and dedication. We also have here with us the New Bedford Whaling Museum High School Apprenticeship Program from Massachusetts. They present low-income teens with the opportunity to embark upon 3-year paid internships that provide access to resources and experiences that deepen community engagement and promote personal and professional development. They definitely move young people toward college and toward career success. The Cool Classics program from Chicago connects school children to reading and the humanities. In the wise words of founder and director Mara Tapp, a lack of reading skills divides children very early on into those who will succeed and those who are less likely to succeed. But Mara believed that showing children the importance of literature would transport them to alternate worlds while creating confident readers and thinkers who will contribute to our society in the most significant ways, since reading remains one of the skills that helps connect us to our world and to the worlds of others. More than 2 decades ago, the Destiny Arts Center founders wanted to create a space in Oakland, California, where young people could learn to prevent violence in their lives and share a message of peace with their communities. Today, their dream is a reality, with a center that engages over 4,000 students annually in performance. Destiny has had a positive impact on the students' lives and their entire families. Many of them share that they feel more connected to the community, more hopeful about their lives, and closer as family units. You'll hear more about these programs and others in all of our award-winning programs during today's ceremony. And now, I'm pleased to introduce you to our youth program speaker for today, Miss Samantha Joseph. Samantha is an Explorers Program graduate. The Explorers Program is a college, career, and life readiness program that enables Newark, New Jersey high school students to build essential skills and self-confidence through a curriculum that draws upon the museum's unique collections, resources, and staff. Not only is she a great example of how the Explorers Program supports the whole child, but also she has blossomed into a wonderful mentor and is very keen on staying in touch with the museum upon her graduation. Please welcome to the stage, Samantha Joseph.
It's a tough act to follow. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you. I often catch myself saying, I really hope this isn't my best job ever already, because that would be just disappointing. I mean, I can confidently say I'm the only one out of all my friends that go, I love my job. But it's the truth. I love my job and I love the New York Museum. But that was not always true at first. My sister Anne was a part of the Explorers Program before I was. And every Saturday morning she would say, are you coming to the museum today? And I would always groan and moan, then proceed to roll over in bed and say, next Saturday, I promise. But it never happened. The idea of staying an entire day at a museum with my sister made my head hurt. But finally, in June of 2015, she got me into the museum. And it was because she had graduated from the program. So I remember finally walking up those South Wing steps along with my mom and my aunt, and all the air from my lungs left my insides, it seemed like. I was blown away. This was the first time I'd ever been in a museum. It was new and foreign and exciting to me. I was exposed to so many new things in such a little amount of time. The first exhibition I ever saw was Royals and Regalia. It was about Nigerian monarchs, and I remember how I got lost on the way to the graduation ceremony because of that exhibition. I got lost in the excitement and the pictures and the stories, and most importantly, I got lost in my own curiosity. My mother always said I was a very curious child, or as she would say in Haitian Creole, "O timoun ki toujou kirie." But when I was open to the museum, it was like I wasn't curious anymore. I was more than curious. I was finally indulging in my curiosity. I indulge in my curiosity every single time I'm there. But back to 2015. My sister had been trying to convince me to apply to the Explorers program for months, but I was set in my ways until her graduation. And after sitting through the entire graduation ceremony, I was convinced I needed to get into the Explorers program. But there was one major obstacle that stood in the way. I had missed the deadline. I was so upset, but I decided to take a chance and ask if I could still apply. And by the grace of God, my sister's supervisor said yes. I filled out an application, and that very same day, I interviewed and I got in. The now coordinator of the Explorers program, Miss Jess, or Jessica Nunez, hi Miss Jess, started out the same way I had. We were both starting the Explorers program at the same time, but the only difference was this was her second time around. My boss had been a part of the Explorers program back in 2004 and came back in 2015 to take it over. And then when taking it over, she decided to put me on tours. Touring involves the choosing of pieces around the museum, then tying them all together in an overall theme. We would see how different stories from different cultures could connect by a simple theme, ranging from colors to civil rights to heroes, and I loved it. And now, 15-year-old Samantha is not as brave as the Samantha standing in front of you today, who is, by the way, 17 now. She was insecure and unsure of herself, and for sure did not want to do tours. But that is where Miss Jess wanted me, in tours. The Shape of Light by Gabriel Daw and the Blue, Red, and Yellow tours was my very first assignment. And in the years I've been at the museum, I most definitely believe those were still my favorite pieces and still my favorite tours, because they were one-of-a-kind pieces created just to live within the New York Museum's architecture, which I think is pretty cool. The tours focused on the primary colors throughout the museum and ended with the Gabriel Daw installation. And over time, with the help of the Blue and Red and Yellow tours and other tours, I now look at public speaking like this or any tour back at the museum without any fear. And after my time in tours, I moved all around the museum. I worked in family programs, assisting families who participated in art projects. Then I migrated back upstairs, away from the visitors, and worked in office admin, helping Miss Jess with the behind the scenes of the Explorers program, which consisted of Excel sheets, facilitating, curriculum, and much more. Speaking of curriculum, though, while I did these different jobs on the weekend, I did different things on the weekdays. I learned interview skills, made my own resume, and I even ended up helping my older cousin with his resume and interview skills, which I will say was a bit of a confidence boost. I learned of personal branding and how to budget efficiently, and this was all only in my sophomore year of the program. In my junior year, the junior class was given the task to come up with youth events to bring teens into the museum. My youth event was Summer Kickoff, a summer-themed youth event tying in the New York Museum's Ballantine House along with the planetarium. After my youth event, I started my summer internship with Camp New York Museum, and here I am in my senior year, and I'm in my last year of the Explorers program, and it's quite bittersweet. This program has opened the door to so many different opportunities that otherwise might not have been possible had I not applied. And the New York Museum is a place that welcomes every person. The diversity that I've experienced walking through the galleries and working in different areas of the museum has opened me up so much. And then through trips like to the Metropolitan Museum of Art or the National African American Museum of History Culture right here, which is great, you should go see it, I've learned much more. My education of the world never stops, whether I'm in Newark or New York or Washington, D.C. And this award is meant to represent every single explorer. So, I would like to take the opportunity to thank the New York Museum and my mentors, Ms. Jessica Nunez and Ms. Shirley Thomas and Mr. Darrell Walker. Through people like Ms. Jess and the New York Museum, it was possible for me to grow and be better. And many times people have a certain ideal of who you're supposed to be, depending where you're from. And I'm from Newark. I was born there, I go to school there, and I, of course, work there. And unfortunately, people often neglect to see what New York is. It's a city that's thriving with history and amazing people like me. And I mean, I'm a smart, ambitious, confident, and fun girl from Newark. I mean, I'm definitely not all those other stereotypes. And it's because of the New York Museum and the Explorers program that I've grown into the person that stands before you today. And my only hope is that there will be another me walking through those museum doors after I'm gone. So I think I've said enough, so thank you. And don't forget, always stay curious.
Wow. Samantha, you are splendid. You are splendid, and your future is going to be splendid too. Thank you. Thank you for getting us rolling with some real inspiration and an obvious and heartfelt reminder of why we're here. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin the presentation of the 2017 National Arts and Humanities Youth Program Awards. And I invite colleagues and friends from the Institute of Museum and Library Services to the stage to begin.
What more can we say? Thank you, Samantha. Good afternoon. My name is Nancy Weiss. I'm General Counsel of the Institute of Museum and Library Services, and I would like to introduce Paula Gangapadhyay, Deputy Director for Museum Services for the Institute of Museum and Library Services, to the stage to join me in presenting the 2017 awards. Since 2008, the Perez Art Museum's Miami Brick by Brick program has offered specialized instruction in visual arts, design, and technology to teens throughout Miami neighborhoods. By engaging in highly interactive projects, high school students explore the connection between art and design and the communities in which they live, and address urban blight by beautifying everyday surroundings using found objects and technical platforms to envision a better city. Port Washington's Public Library's Creative Reading Program transforms reading books into multisensory experiences for elementary students with special needs. Using theater, art, movement, and music, the program brings books to life for its participants, increases their appreciation of literature, and provides them with opportunities to collaborate with their peers. Through creative readers, children not only build a connection with their local library, but also develop transferable life skills that include critical thinking and increased self-confidence. Established in 2010, Massachusetts New Bedford Whaling Museum's High School Apprenticeship Program presents teens with the opportunity to embark upon a 3-year, 400-hour paid year-round apprenticeship. During their time at the museum, participants become conversant in and present tours on maritime history, the American whaling industry, and New Bedford as the city that lit the world. To date, 100% of the apprentices have graduated from high school, and more than 93% have enrolled in post-secondary programs. The Summer Performing Arts Company provides extensive music and drama training to students in the Grand Forks area. As the only arts-based summer program that reaches northeastern North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, the company is committed to making arts education accessible to all students by customizing its offerings to meet the abilities of a diverse range of students. For over 30 years, the company has reached over 21,400 students, many of whom have entered as kindergarteners and finished as high school graduates. Congratulations.
Hello, I'm Julia Wen, a Senior Program Officer in the Division of Education Programs at the National Endowment for the Humanities. It is my great pleasure to invite John Parrish Peedy, Acting Chairman of the National Endowment for the Humanities, to the stage to join me in presenting the 2017 awards. With classic literature at its core, Cool Classics connects Chicago Public School elementary students with an imaginative world of reading, humanities, and thematic ideas. Guided by teachers, parent volunteers, and student helpers, the program nurtures the next generation of devoted readers and critical thinkers by engaging students in dramatic readings, music performance, theater exercises, and dance activities, all inspired by complex classic literature. Cool Classics participants demonstrate increased academic success, better behavior in school, and higher reading scores. MAPS Media Institute brings rigorous, hands-on media arts experience to rural students in western Montana. MAPS incorporates science, technology, engineering, the arts, and math to help young people achieve tangible academic and personal success. Using a master-apprentice approach, teaching artists provide cutting-edge instruction in filmmaking, design, music, and technology. The program also offers resources such as tutoring and homework assistance to support student success. As a result, MAPS students routinely graduate from high school, and 85% go on to attend college. The Newark Museum Explorers program is a 3-year, year-round experience for high school students. The Teen Explorers conduct project-based research on the Newark Museum's global art collections. As museum ambassadors, they are tasked with developing and presenting public tours, which builds public speaking skills and encourages analytical thinking. Additionally, with access to a network of museum professionals, job training services, and college readiness workshops, 100% of the Teen Explorers have graduated high school and gone on to attend college. Focusing on career readiness and critical thinking, the Brooklyn Historical Society's Teen Innovators at Building 92 program guides 11th and 12th grade students on a journey back in time through the history of the Brooklyn Navy Yard. By conducting intensive archival research and extensive interviews with local business owners, participants learn social studies and history research methods, as well as oral and written analysis. Later, participants are placed in paid internships with the Brooklyn Navy Yard's tenant businesses, where they gain hands-on experience and 21st century workforce skills.
Hello. My name is Ayana Hudson. I'm the Director of Arts Education for the National Endowment for the Arts. I'd like to invite Jane Chu, Chairman of the National Endowment for the Arts, to the stage to join me in presenting the 2017 awards. Confident Voices, a program of SAY, the Stuttering Association for the Young, is a performing arts program that provides youth who stutter with an affirming environment to share their voices. Through individualized art workshops and mentorships, the program taps into each child's individual strengths, interests, and communication goals while providing meaningful arts education experiences to students. By participating in activities such as singing, acting, and playwriting, participants develop not only communication skills, but gain a greater sense of self-confidence and self-expression. Since 1993, Destiny Arts Youth Performance Company has encouraged youth from diverse backgrounds to create original, thought-provoking theatrical and dance performances rooted in nonviolence philosophies. With an emphasis on collaboration, youth participate in classes focused on various dance styles, all to create dynamic work that conveys their fears, hopes, and strategies for addressing personal and social issues. Over the past 5 years, 98% of Destiny Arts Youth Performance Company seniors have gone on to graduate high school, and approximately 95% have pursued higher education. The Phoenix Conservatory of Music's College Prep program provides rigorous, comprehensive, contemporary music education to high school students throughout Maricopa County, Arizona. This intensive program offers students music instruction and contemporary music ensembles and music theory, as well as college preparation and life skills courses. The College Prep program strives to ensure their seniors successfully graduate from high school, develop a plan for their higher education, and earn scholarships. To date, 96% of its students graduate from high school, and many go on to college. Since 2004, the Penguin Project has provided high-quality theater education to children with developmental and neurological disabilities, working to produce and perform modified versions of well-known Broadway musicals. For the young performers, participation in the program enhances social skills, improves communication, and promotes self-esteem, all while creating new friendships and social networks. The Penguin Project Foundation, which began in Peoria, Illinois, is now active across 18 communities in 11 states and is launching 7 new project sites around the country.
I'm feeling so much better. How about y'all? This is fantastic. In addition to celebrating this year's National Arts and Humanities Youth Program Award winners, we are delighted to present an International Spotlight Award to one exceptional organization from another country. We share a common border with that country and are proud to recognize a creative youth program from Ottawa, Canada. We are grateful to the U.S. Department of State's Bureau of Educational and Cultural Affairs, the U.S. Embassy in Ottawa, and the Canadian Embassy here for their assistance with the International Spotlight honor. I'd like to invite our distinguished guest, Catherine Baird, Canadian Minister for Congressional, Public, and Intergovernmental Affairs, to join us in the presentation of this award. Multicultural Arts for Schools and Communities, known as MASC, offers visual and performing arts workshops to young people in some of Ottawa's most diverse neighborhoods by way of the MASC Awesome Arts program. Partnering with social service organizations and local communities to engage children and youth, this bilingual program encourages students to create music, film, and video projects as a response to personal and social issues. By raising awareness and proposing solutions through their artwork, participants foster thought-provoking conversations and insights, helping to create positive change in their community. Congratulations. And for a little more inspiration, I'm pleased to invite to the stage our performers Lourdes Childs and Michael Rodriguez from the Phoenix Conservatory of Music.
Hello. We are going to perform Man in the Mirror. I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good, gonna make a difference, gonna make it right. As I turn up the color on my favorite winter coat, this wind is blowing my mind. I see the kids in the street with not enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their needs? A summer's disregard, a broken bottle top, and a one-man soul. They follow each other although when you know, 'cause they got nowhere to go. That's why I want you to know I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer. If you're gonna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself, then make a change. Oh, no, 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 no. Hey, I've been a victim of unselfish kinds of love. It's time that I realize that there are some with no home and not a nickel to loan. Could it be really me pretending that they're not alone? Oh, will deeply scarred somebody's broken heart and washed out dream. They follow the pattern on the wind, you see, 'cause they got no place to be. That's why I'm starting with me. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer. If you're gonna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself, then make a change. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer. If you're gonna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself, then make that change. Man in the mirror, I'm asking him change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer. If you're gonna make the world Thank you. Thank you.
Boy, how's that for inspiration? Thank you so much. And before we adjourn to a reception honoring all of our winners today, how about we show them a little love with a thunderous round of applause for each of these programs. Thanks again to our federal cultural partners, and I'd say these programs, and especially these young people, deserve a reception, so let's get to it.